The information displayed in this broadcast is known to cause increased amounts of FOMO. Wells only and his guests are not responsible for any losses you may accrue for having weak hands. Where the haters at? Yeah, bitches still ain't showed up.
This is Wells only. Glad you guys can make it out. I'm making some claims that are pretty outlandish, but I can back them up. Boom. End of story. There is no other crypto out there, so don't get it twisted. If you don't understand where you're parking your money, you're gonna pay the consequences for that, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Boom. We're obliterating everybody, literally. There is nobody else that comes close to what Hex has done. Boom. Right? The reality is that I want to be rich as fuck. There's only one way to be rich as fuck. That's by sitting on your ass the longest. Yep. That's it. Yep. That's the secret. The guy well told you. Richard done told you. I done told you. Kareem done told you. Maddie done told you. Everybody done told you. Everybody done told you. These motherfuckers still acting like they don't know. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
100% safe. There's plenty of games left.
Valiant done told you. Yo, everybody said it. Man, hey, you know what it is, man? Everybody done told you. Y'all's deep. Everybody. My God. Ex-Asians, bro. Everybody. Australians, man. Everybody gets me. Yo, when is it told you? Dollar told you. Everybody done told you. It's crazy. Yo, what's going on, fam? Shout out to everybody that's here right now. Literally at the start of this stream. Hope everybody's having an outstanding Sunday, whether it's morning, evening, or night. Well, I guess if it's morning, you're already on the other side, so it's Monday morning for your ass. Yo, it's crazy out here in these streets, let me tell y'all. You know, that song, it's kind of funny, because in it, I said people were acting like they don't know about staking, but it's pretty apparent that people don't know about it, because nobody really talks about it. And it's funny, because I've been seeing a lot of people talking about that on Twitter lately, and it's like, well, I never stopped talking about it, so I don't know who the fuck they're talking about, but it's clearly not me, because the only thing I talk about is staking. Like, I don't even understand what else there is to do. So, in case you've been lost in the sauce and don't understand what, was said 2-3 years ago, at this point, I don't even fucking know anymore. Everything that's developed in 2023 is because of Hex. Right? Let's get that clear, first and foremost. Because a lot of people out here acting like RH built this shit to save the world. And fact remains, that is not the case. He built this to save Hex. This is a well-known fact. This is not an opinion. This is literally why PulseChain was built. This provides an opportunity to the rest of the schmucks out there that don't want to pay an arm and a leg to transact. That's it. It's a better chain. Works better. I mean, I probably have had maybe 3 failed transactions in the entire time I've been using the chain. And I be doing shit. So the fact that I've only had 3 in 60 days says a fucking shit ton about PulseChain versus Ethereum, which is trash. Ethereum is trash. Be honest. Stop lying to your damn self. Ethereum is trash. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That ain't got nothing to do with Hex. Hex still gonna fucking fly to the moon. That shit ain't got nothing to do with Hex. And people get that shit confused, man. There's nothing we could do to save them. The chart's gonna help their asses learn. And that's okay. That's the best way for some people to learn. Because clearly, teaching them ain't the answer. I mean, everything is out there. You know, I literally feel like I repeat myself every time I go on stream. Because that's literally what I'm doing, right? I mean, let's think about this for a second. You gotta be pretty fucking dumb to think that a chain that can't function by itself, i.e. Ethereum, i.e. it needs a whole lot of layer twos, right? What the fuck is all this layer two shit about? I never heard about that shit till I got back into crypto. That shit was not a thing when I left it. It was just a bunch of different coins and chains, and that was it. So the notion of a single chain needing additional layers to function is crazy. It's asinine. It doesn't make any sense. Hold on, guys. All right, that's good enough. It literally doesn't make any sense. What the hell is the point of having a chain that's meant to function in a fashion such that it provides transactional rails? God damn it. Hold on, man. This mother. Nah, I think the retards are done. So, what sense does it make? I mean, imagine if you had to use. Imagine you got a Visa card, MasterCard, whatever payment you want to consider, right? Just think about the fiat side of the world, right? Let's think about the fiat. That was fire trucks, by the way, guys. That wasn't no pigs. Uh, and let's think about this, right? We live in a world where if you're paying with cash, debit, or credit, you got to find some other way to pay instead. Because cash, debit, or credit, or check, or whatever normal fashion that you know of. What up, Johnny? I see you were taking a break, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well in the chat. You guys know I just get into it, and sometimes I don't, be paying attention to the chat, but just want to get this out here. I actually want to open the stream up later on, but I just want to get this out. I really want to get this out of my system because there's so much going on. I mean, I don't even know where to start. There's so much going on. I could literally stream 24/7. I could do a play-by-play of everything that's going on 24/7. Literally, I could do that if I was a robot, but I'm not. But there's enough BS going on that it's possible. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. Now, what was I saying earlier? Let's think about this. Let's think about a world where you're supposed to go to the store, pay for something with common everyday transactional mechanisms. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, 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 no. Hold on. You gotta go around the corner, under the stairs, and take this elevator to the sub fucking terranean level and all this BS just to pay. That's what using a layer 2 is. Period. That is exactly what using a layer 2 is. You going into a store, somebody coming to tell you you can't pay for that thing with that. You gotta go somewhere else to pay. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. Literally. Layer 2s are literally the dumbest thing in history. What the hell is the point of having an interoperable network? What's the point of the internet? The whole notion is lost on me. Why does this network exist if it can't function by its damn self? Get out of here. Moving right along. Think about it. There's a difference between the value being such that you can't transact and just not being able to, right? Because that's what I'm talking about. In Ethereum, sometimes you literally just cannot transact because it will not process the order. It just won't do it because there's too much BS going on. And that's why all these layer twos exist, because it's not meant to be a good chain. It is what we got. That's what we've had. So think about it. When you got what you got, how can you not be grateful for it? Right? But what happens when your eyes get opened? What happens when your eyes get open? You see the light, right? You realize that this thing that you thought was all right is actually trash because somebody came and fixed it up. For those of you that don't know, the core team for PulseChain, the dev team for PulseChain, the core dev team for PulseChain fixed Geth because they had some serious bugs in that code. For those that don't know. And of course, they're not going to promote that. Why the hell would they do that? Don't be a fool. The idea is that you believe that they're the ones that really have it together, but they're not. They're the ones that are just leading you to slaughter, telling you to go use layer twos and shit like that. Because again, you just have to be economically ignorant to think that makes sense. And the simple fact of the matter is that, yeah, the majority of the world is economically ignorant. That's why they're employed, don't have their own businesses, etc. All these things are just simple facts of the matter because the average person does not want to be bothered with being educated about the process. Period. Until they're forced to see the the upside in doing so. Because life sucks as a fucking employee. Unless you're just that goddamn complacent. And it's really that simple. Right? People always end up looking for a way out. There's no two ways about it. What do you think crypto is? Why do you think you got all these average Joes that know about crypto? I mean, the randomest, weirdest, off the cuffest people know about this shit, but they don't know about anything financial, which they should, because they really shouldn't be here without that knowledge, because they are gonna fuck it up a few times before they get it right. Part of the process. Just what it is. You either choose to follow the instructions given to you, or you learn the hard way. That's simply how life works. And I learned the hard way. That's how I know. Because everybody's out there giving it away. Question is, are you smart enough to listen? And for most of us, the answer is no. And I wasn't any different. So don't sit here and think I'm on a high horse ever. Because if you don't know, anytime I'm streaming, I'm talking to myself. And that's a fact. So if I'm talking shit to you, proverbially, it's actually me I'm talking shit to. So if the shoe fits, wear it. And make the appropriate adjustments because it should hurt. Fucking your life up should hurt. It shouldn't be painless. Because, contrary to popular belief, there are consequences and repercussions in real life. And real life ain't the fucking internet. And a lot of people just get lost in that internet world. The internet world gonna set people up in a very bad way here real soon. Real soon. Right? Now, why is that? Because they're living in la la land thinking that shit ain't changing ever. And shit's changing every day. And those of us that are paying attention see it. They're blowing up buildings. They're burning buildings left and right. They're fucking with the money supply. They're fucking with interest rates. They're doing all types of shit left and right. Creating headlines, structuring narratives, setting things up for war. All these things play a part. And the question is, how far will they go? Because you got to understand, every catalyst has a base level, right? Has a hyperbolic level, right? and it has a point of no return, meaning shit snap and broke. And everything is susceptible to that. This is exactly why in the stock market or in regular markets, whatever you want to call it, all you hear about constantly is how these 2+ standard deviation moves consistently happen. And now, what does that mean? What that means is that these moves that are not supposed to happen frequently, and by not supposed to happen frequently, I mean are supposed to happen maybe once every 50 to 100 years, just to give you a broad range, are happening every quarter, every year, every decade. Okay? Now, what does that mean and why should you care? Because why the hell am I even talking about it? Right? That should be the thought that you have in your head right now. Now, the reason it matters is because you have to understand how systems work. Period. If you ride in a car, you ride in a train, you ride in any vehicle, horse, animal, whatever the fuck it is, it's engineered. It's designed to function a certain way. Period. Okay? That's not an opinion now, that's a fact. Every system is designed to function a certain way, and monetary systems are no different. Now, I don't know if this is something that the average person does not know, but to me, that is common sense. It's logical. It's really simple. Very, very simple. Therefore, if a system is designed to work a certain way and things are not working in that fashion, well, then the answer pretty much is provided by the damn system itself. And this is exactly how I've been able to devise the answers ahead of time because it's not hard to figure out. I'm not the only person with this information. It's simply a matter of you understanding it how you understand it. Because we don't know what we're being told when we're being told it if we don't know what the person is talking about. Sure, you know the dollar is being devalued, but do you know why? Do you understand why? Do you understand why inflation is down year over year, yet the prices of everything is all up in your nostrils? Just like I said it would be a year ago. Because that is how it works. When things are falling apart and not being held together. Imagine riding a roller coaster where the rails are not holding the wheels on the track. I mean, good luck with that. But that's exactly what we're living through financially. And you cannot understand it until you go to the store and gotta pay fucking, 2, 3x what you used to pay. Fuck all that statistical information. Real talk. Look at your motherfucking pocketbook. You don't gotta be a fucking econ PhD to understand you're being lied to. End of story. That's exactly why I didn't have to bother getting my PhD in economics. Yet I can call the bullshit out a mile away, just like an economist. You don't need to waste your time with morons in an ivory tower to learn their game. Clearly, I did not. I live in the hood. So you don't know because you don't want to know. Really that simple. The information's out there. It's out there to be learned. It's out there to be studied. It's out there to be analyzed as well because they do what they do every day. Now, we have PulseChain, we have PulseX, we have Hex. Those first two things exist to supplement the third. It's not the other way around. Never was, never been. So, understand what each asset is for and treat them accordingly. Because that is exactly what people need to be doing. There's nothing wrong with making money, of course. Make your money. That's exactly why we have PulseChain as well. We have the opportunity to play in spaces where, guess what? You don't gotta sacrifice your rent just to do the transaction. The transaction, just to do it. Not the cost of the entire transaction, just the payment to get the transaction processed. Now, this thing is 60 days old or so. So the question becomes, what's in store for the change, right? Everybody wants to know. And the thing you have to understand is that you're lucky it's even out because it's not done. I don't know if people realize that yet. Because if you haven't realized, Richard just doesn't like dropping crap. Like, he's not a pigeon. You know what I'm saying? He's not just out here shitting on you like the rest of these devs. You guys got to understand when you're being given a gift. And it's obvious that the majority out here do not. So you be sure to steer clear of those lames because they're out there, plenty. They're out there plenty. You see them hating on RH every day, all day, thinking that they know better when they don't know dick about dick. And I've said that before. It ain't nothing new. Y'all have heard me say it a million times. What's one more? It's just comical. And the sad thing is that they're gonna really drag unsuspecting dumbasses along with them. And they're gonna end up paying the piper. They're gonna get left behind because they listen to morons that were being whatever they're being in public and doing whatever behind the back. Because it's fun to talk shit in public, especially when you think there's no consequences to your whatever you saying, your drivel. But somebody's gonna catch up with you because somebody don't like lies. And people be lying out here left and right on Twitter like it's something to do. People come to crypto, like I was saying a moment ago, to escape financially because a business is a lot of work. Motherfuckers ain't trying to do all that shit. So they coming over here for that quick hot hit. And little do they know they run into fentanyl left and right. And them be them furus. Oh yeah. Those motherfuckers that you think are doing you a favor, that's that heroin that just, you didn't know it was that heroin. It was that bad heroin. That's all. Because you don't know shit about anything. You're just trying to fucking escape. You don't have the time. You have too much shit to do in your real life to worry. You just need that quick flip. You know better. You got it figured out, don't you? And of course, I just winked my eye at your dumb ass because you don't got shit figured out. Nothing. Because if you did, your ass wouldn't be on YouTube trying to figure it out in the first fucking place, would you? No, you wouldn't. You'd be outside getting it in. Whatever that would mean to you. Could be washing cars. Could be mowing grass. It don't fucking matter. Point is, you get that money. And that's it. There's a million ways to get paid in this world. Million ways. I see it every day outside when I walk outside. So if you're broke, if you're hurting, blah, 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 whatever the fuck excuse you got, that's your own fault. Everybody out here getting it in. Whatever problem or issue you have is your own internal issue or problem that you can't overcome. And that's why your life sucks. You come to crypto thinking you can make everybody else's life suck too. But luckily, there's guys like me to shit on you. How about that? Because I'm always going to come with the truth. That's why people come to my streams. To hear what the facts are. Not to hear what my opinion is, because my opinion doesn't fucking matter. My opinion isn't going to retire your ass. Never was. That's why my ass still ain't retired. I don't got to work, but you know what I mean. Not like a billionaire and shit. And that's the point. It takes work. It takes dedication. It doesn't take talking shit on fucking Twitter, streaming every fucking day, talking about nothing. Shut the fuck up and get your bitch ass to work. That's what the fuck is required. But only a grown ass man or a grown ass woman will understand that. Only those specific individuals, those that take responsibility for their actions and understand that they have a mission. They're the only ones that are not concerned with what some other man is doing because they understand what crypto is. You dig? Crypto is a solo sport. There is no expectation from the work of others here, ever, period. In fact, speaking of no expectation of work, no expectation of profit from the work of others, that movie that's coming out, a few guys decided to spearhead that and initially fund that whole production. Those guys know who they are. I don't have to call their names out. But that is what community-led, crowd-funded, because it ended up becoming a little crowd-funded a little later. But we can call it crowdfunding from the start because there was several individuals that took it upon themselves to put up capital to hire that production team to get this movie on film. And then eventually the community ended up finding ways to participate to contribute funds. Now, that's something that takes time. Putting a movie together takes at least 2 years in most cases, unless it's some quick BS movie that doesn't require anything. No set, no traveling, no nothing, right? Just some quick 90-minute rom-com, down-the-block shit. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about something that's never been done before, a topic that's never been released nationwide in a movie theater, period. So for those of you that don't know, there's never been a crypto movie in theaters. Everything's been released online. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but people actually like going to the damn movies. Yeah, in 2023, people still like going to the movies. In fact, I went to the movies earlier today, and let me tell you, packed house on a Sunday in this rainy ass day in New York. People don't give a fuck. They like going to movies. Yeah, imagine that. Holy shit. Could there be some positive expectations from this movie that could maybe lead to some long-term positive price performance that you could never foreseen because you were too narrow-minded and short-minded and negative just to see anything valuable? Because you're always just a complaining ass, whiny little annoying ass, fake ass bitch. I mean, this is what we see on Twitter all day. It's crazy. It's crazy. And these would be the same clowns talking about people ain't onboarding. It's hilarious as fuck. I mean, you gotta be a special kind of stupid to think the motherfucker that made you rich don't know better than you. The motherfucker that's calculating every angle, nailing every fucking shot, don't know better than everybody. A lot of y'all need a fucking reality check. And guess what? It's gonna come in ways that you didn't want it to. And fucking joy. Cause this movie gonna make you all look so dumb. All y'all. Because you don't know shit about anything. It's crazy. Because it's evident by how you talk. I mean, the quietest motherfuckers that don't stream, don't add no value, got the most shit to talk about RH. I mean, why am I acting like I'm surprised? That's always how it goes. Well, moving on. And as I said before, the sad part is going to be all the losers that got dragged down with the lame crew. Because the lame crew is loud online because they ain't doing shit in real time. Why would they be? Twitter fingers is at it again. Think he gonna light something up. Fuck around and get splashed in again. Hold on, I feel like somebody about to crash over here. No crashing. All right. So yeah, you know, if you're in this ecosystem, 2023 and earlier, you're gonna be pretty well off if you play your cards right and don't fuck around. But you fuck around, listen to the wrong people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Because they think they know what they're talking about and you really don't know any better. Well, you might learn a lesson that you didn't really want to learn. And guess what? Enjoy, motherfucker, because everybody else gonna be fucking living good, getting paid, enjoying them double hex T-share payouts every day, plus whatever other goodies they're partaking in, because they understand where the supreme yield lies. And it's not rocket science. It's real easy, especially when everybody's playing themselves. Because this is what we see on chain. I literally sent a tweet out about it like a week ago. You can go look, find it, find yourself some alpha. Because a lot of y'all need that shit. I mean, it's crazy to me. Because I remember when T-shares were $9,000, $10,000. Everybody wished they had T-shares. Now, it's like, T what? Who? What's a share of what? Nah, I don't know what that is. I know what these shit coins are though. Yeah, y'all ride them shit coins, baby. Y'all do that. Y'all do that. Y'all ride them shit coins. That always works out. That always works out. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? At the end of the day, man, the math always reveals all. I remember when Bitcoin was a joke. I remember when Bitcoin was laughable. I remember when Bitcoin was only for drug dealers and all this fake ass nonsense narratives that they had all since inception. Now, I don't know if you've heard BlackRock recently. I don't know if you've heard what the SEC has done recently, but apparently crypto is A-OK now. For those that don't know. So you got crypto being plastered all over mainstream media right now. Left and right. And then guess what? Well, it just so happens that we have this outstanding guy named Richard Hart who created this thing called Hex and then subsequently decided to create these things called PulseChain and PulseX that's our real crypto, and people are gonna learn about it nationwide. And if they don't watch the movie, guess what? They're gonna see that damn pretty ass. I don't even know what that shit is called, but I can't remember what it's called. I'm trying to remember like the actual term for the movie image, the cover image for the film, right? Like the title, the thing you're gonna see in the movie theater is gonna be Richard's face with chicks' hands on it or something like that. But you're gonna know it's about crypto. You're gonna know it's about money. You're gonna know it's about billions. And guess what? People just might change their mind right there on the spot because I've seen people do it. Movie poster, art, and trailer. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's it. The marquee. Nah, not the marquee is where they put the letters and stuff. I'm talking about like the the actual art, the movie poster. That's what it was taught. Well, that's what it is. The movie poster. That's what everybody's gonna see, and people are gonna walk up to that, and guarantee you, plenty are gonna change their minds and not be able to see the movie and be like, "Damn, I fucked up. What is this?" And when they get home, or hell, maybe even when they get into the movie theater, they're gonna start Googling. Because nobody wants to fucking work, but nobody wants to put in the work. And therein lies crypto. You see? And this is why it's imperative that as a community, those that know stand strong and firm behind Rich's message, which is true crypto. And fuck all the haters that are all about that fake crypto. Because guess what? That fake crypto ain't going to do shit for you. Sorry. Just not. I mean, if you want to hold it and see what happens, go ahead. But, we know what Hex does. We know what PulseChain going to do. We know what PulseX going to do because the math supports it. No guessing required. I mean, I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that. But, some people need extra help. They need extra time to figure stuff out. And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But, if you find yourself out here not understanding what's being told, why it's being said, why things have changed from one moment to the next, you should understand that people have their own ideas, people have their own agendas, people have their own narratives. Everybody doesn't support Richard, even though they say they do to your face. A lot of liars out here playing fucking two-faced, thinking that they're slick, but they're not. They're just looking like dicks. Because I'm never going to change my tune. For what? I know exactly what pays. So does Richard. That's exactly why he preaches the right shit and not the bullshit. Very basic. Very basic. So we have the whole world talking about crypto. We have a movie that's going to be released in the U.S. nationwide in all major cities about crypto. I don't know. What do you guys think? First crypto movie, theatrical release ever. The whole fucking slew of cocksuckers are talking about crypto now. So guess what? All the other cocksuckers are going to join in. Oh yeah, it's crypto time, baby. So you go on ahead and play yourself and don't buy the shit that's going to be in the movie. See how that works out for you. Yo, y'all motherfuckers are so dumb. I'm going to just let y'all hear this siren as it rides by. That's how dumb y'all are. Enjoy. Like, yeah, it's crazy out here. Yep. So somebody clip that, put that on Twitter, and let them know that it's for them. Because it's clearly not for anybody watching this stream. So I'm sorry, guys, but damn. That motherfucker needs something to knock them upside their head because they need some type of salvation. I ain't the type of hater that don't want nobody to find success. It's just that they don't know they're not going to find it where they're looking. They're not going to find it there. They think they are, but they're just going to get left behind, guys. They're going to get left behind. And, I'm trying to be a nice guy. You know what I mean? Trying to be a nice guy for a little bit. Trying to save the dummies. I guess I was born to do that because every time I say I'm not gonna, I sure as hell be talking to them, don't I? Anyway. So yeah, guys, it's gonna look like a hot summer, at least the end of the summer for us. Monero, nah, never even heard of that. Never even heard of it. Guess it wasn't big enough. And Monero just has too many, too many issues. Can't fuck with that. Can't even rep that. Yeah, can't rep that. Too many technical issues to be repped in my book. And that's why, you gotta respect your pocket and fuck with the shit that always works. Always. Not sometimes, but always. Because again, why would you put yourself in a position to not be able to ever access or use your money? I can't wrap my mind around that level of stupidity. And everybody seems to be engaged in that. And then they think they're smart about it. I mean, that's the funny thing. That's the funny ass shit about it. They think they're smart about it because they think they got some code, some cheat code or something. And yo, look, all it takes is one time and you're fucked permanently. That's it. All it takes is one time. And I would really like for people to not to learn that lesson. Cause it's not worth it. It's not. You do that when you can afford to do that. You should not be doing that until that moment in time. All right, I'm gonna mute this shit because this one's annoying as fuck. And they coming up my block all day. What's going on? All right, guys. So for those of y'all asking me about ancillary shit, I don't care about ancillary shit. I just don't. So don't ask me about it. Make your own opinion up about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Why would I? I don't understand. Let them put in some work, do some time. And if they're worth talking about, I'll talk about them. Ain't nothing to talk about until then. So if you don't hear me talking about it, probably because it ain't worth talking about. Or because I don't want to share the alpha. You pick. I don't know. Either way, I don't care about those ancillary products or projects or whatever they're claiming to be. Don't really care. I like shit that I know is worked on a certain way. I like my money to know that it's going where it needs to be. Basically, I really don't know how else to break it down to you guys. I don't know how none of these other motherfuckers work. I don't know what their work ethic is like. I don't know nothing about them. Nothing. This ain't Bitcoin. This ain't Ethereum. So, you decide to analyze these additional coins however you see fit. I have my own point of view on how I assess markets and people don't like it. So, make up your own fucking mind. Don't ask me because I ain't going to talk about that bullshit. Could care less. Because that bullshit is not what I see doing a million X. It's not what I see doing 6 million X. I mean, I don't know why people are so dumb. Like, look at Ethereum. Look at that chain. You tell me what's done good on that fucking chain. Permanently. Not for a fucking pump and dump. Everything does a pump and dump. I don't give a fuck. A flying fuck about a pump and dump. I don't know why this is hard for people to wrap their head around. You want to make a quick 10, 20 fucking next show? Knock your goddamn self out. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not here for that. I could do that shit on my motherfucking weekday while I'm at work. Like, I don't need crypto for that shit. And I don't think people understand that because they don't know anything about anything. So I'll advise you guys once again to stop fucking around in crypto like if there's no better places to make quick money, because there are. Crypto is not the spot. You're going to fuck around, stick your dick in a burning hole, and you're going to wish you never did. And that's the only way for me to put it to you guys. Because I'm tired of these dumbass questions, yo. Like, if you don't understand your bigger picture, or if you don't have a bigger picture, you might want to get one. I don't know. Do the math. Right? What's the objective behind allocating capital? If you can't answer that question to yourself, you probably shouldn't be asking anybody else. Because if you don't know, what are the odds that other individual knows? Because their answer should be like mine. A whole bunch of shit to tell you, make your own fucking choice. Like, sectors, industries, sure. You can say which ones you like, blah, 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 blah. But specific assets, Yeah, I called that one, bro. I'm sorry. I called that one. I called that one way before PulseChain launched because it definitely brought out all the retards. I mean, all the sacks should have proved that, right? All the sacks should have proved that. Period. So it was obvious. It was obvious to me back then. Um, hopefully everything works out and everything goes great. But again, let's look at the long-term game. What is the objective? What is your mission? Everybody has their own mission. My mission is strictly generational wealth. I don't care about anything else. So you're never going to hear me talk about 10Xs. You're never going to hear me talk about 20Xs. You're never going to even hear me talk about 100X. Because that shit is nothing. Give a fuck about that. If you stressing that, then you in the wrong game, son. Hit the block. Sell shit on eBay. Whatever you got to do, but you in the wrong game. You make quicker money over there. Find some shit motherfuckers want to buy and sell it. It's not hard. I know plenty of guys out here doing just that. I don't have the patient capacity or wherewithal to do that shit, so I fucking trade markets. Pick whatever works. Bake bread. Do whatever. Sell fucking empanadas. I don't know. Do something. But there's plenty of ways to make money. Acting like you gotta be slinging crypto is asinine. Asinine. Put your money where it belongs and do not fuck around. Stack your chips however you see fit. But don't get mad when your pockets don't agree with your decisions from time to time. Because that is commonly how markets work. And this is why we must understand the decisions we're making before we make them. Because you're going to tell yourself, I'm going to invest this money here to make this quick, yada, yada. And, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you don't really understand what you're doing, again, which is my whole point. I'm not talking to people that pretend to know what they're doing. I'm talking to people that really don't know. If you're really out here, you're new to crypto, you never even traded a stock or a futures or option or FX, like you need to not be out here plugging and playing in crypto. You are going to burn yourself because you're going to think you know what you're doing when you don't. And you're going to pay. And we don't want to see you pay that price. That's exactly why I have that scrolling ticker on the bottom of my streams. Very simple. Because at the end of the day, the objective is the only win. I don't understand why people are okay with taking losses. More power to them. But the objective here is to strictly win. In crypto, we only win. I don't even take losses over here. I don't understand these people that take losses. I can't wrap my head around that shit. I just don't understand it. I really do not. How are you losing in crypto? This is literally the easiest shit ever. You're losing in crypto because you're sticking your thing in the wrong hole. Because you're a dumbass. Because you're not paying attention to people that are telling you better. Paying attention to morons that think they know better. That's why you losing. I just can't wrap my head around the notion of losses. I haven't taken a single loss since PulseChain launch. This is fucking ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't know what a loss is on PulseChain. If you have not experienced that, then you are either not well capitalized or are moving with no plan, no understanding of what your bigger picture is. So, if you have money and no plan, you will soon have no money. That's just how it works. If you're new to crypto and don't have a clue what's going on, which is why you're hurting, then you're not doing the right things, right? That's literally what that means. You're not doing the right things. So, do yourself the favor, stop, drop, and roll, turn that fire off. Why are you letting your pocket burn? I don't understand. Why? Why do we do that? Why? We have the ability to buy and stake Hex. T-shirts are cheaper than they've ever been. Literally $280. Damn near for a 1-day stake. What was it at? 2 cents? All right, 500. You fucking fell asleep. This is what happens. $400. This is what happens when you play yourself, right? You got $400 T-share on PulseChain, or $500 T-share on PulseChain, and $400 or $280 T-share, $300 T-share on Pulse or Ethereum. Them joints was mere dollars, double digits, damn near a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But nah, everybody too busy playing themselves, chasing crap. I mean, what are we gonna do? Some people, again, they cannot be helped. Easiest trade in history, and people are making it the hardest. Ain't that something? Crazy. I mean, yeah. Look, if you're having a hard time after PulseChain, then just stop what you're doing. Literally, like you should not be taking any losses. I don't. That is literally the craziest thing ever. Like, allocate accordingly. There are no losses to be had in this ecosystem. And if you're farming, then you should understand that should be your risk capital and that there should be no such thing as a permanent loss. Like, you should be risking that capital and being okay and getting compensated with those fees. And you should decide what you're going to do with those fees. Otherwise, why are you providing liquidity? Just to say you're doing it? That's a pretty dumb reason. So I hope that's not why. Now, if you don't know anything about providing liquidity, your math is fucked up, whatever the case is, ask somebody for help. Do not follow fools on Twitter that don't know what they're talking about. I see plenty of it. Don't matter the follower count. You fucking pick. Motherfuckers can't do math as a net. Do your own math when it comes to your liquidity providing. Your returns are not going to be anybody else's. Your agenda is not going to be anybody else's. Your capital allocation decisions are not going to be anybody else's. Be smart. Don't be a retard. Stop paying attention to people on Twitter that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because that is a constant on there. It's constant. I don't even bother, because who gives a fuck? There's enough people giving out misinformation that my information doesn't even matter. So enjoy the streams while they're popping, because they're not forever either. Because at the end of the day, everything has a limit, right? Everything has a limit. Your ability to withstand pain is directly proportional to how quickly you will find success. If you have a high tolerance for pain, it will take you a long time to find success, because you will not act with a sense of urgency. You will just take the pain instead of reacting or addressing the issues. I see it all the time. I mean, the fact that people think there's a choice between E-Hex and P-Hex is ludicrous. I mean, I still see people having this dumbass debate. I mean, it's abhorrent at this point. I mean, it's beyond childish. Beyond childish. Last time I checked, everything was the same. So I don't even understand what the conversation's about. Really do not. So if you don't grasp what's being dropped, that means you have a lot of work to do. And you should not be making any moves outside of those that are sensibly sensible. Do not be putting your pocket in places where they don't need to be. Basically. If you respect your pocket, it'll respect you in turn. It's very simple. If you want to find success quickly, think long term. It might not seem like that's the case, but that's the case. Now, how is that? Well, when you're thinking long term, A, you're really not thinking little because you can't. Literally doesn't make any sense to. B, that literally forces the gains to be bigger. C, if you're smart and you understand what you're doing ahead of time, there is no pain to be had on the back end because it all always makes sense. But if you're not doing any due diligence and just making, random decisions with no underpinning basis, then you're going to feel some pain because that's how markets work. And I mean, you see it all over Twitter. People, all they do is cry and complain. That's all you see on Twitter. It's crazy. I mean, you thought PulseChain would have made people happier. There's a constant crybaby fest out that motherfucker. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't care for it. I don't respect it at all. Period. I don't see anybody else building anything worth a damn. Shut the fuck up. Pretty simple fucking equation there. If you're not building, if you're not adding value, shut the fuck up. That line ain't never going to change. That shit always going to stay the same. So, if that shoe happens to fit, wear it gladly. Put a smile on your face while you're at it. Because nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody ever gave a fuck. And they'll continue to not give a fuck. Because we making money over here. While you're over there crying and sulking like a little bitch. And guess what? Nobody cares. And that's life, man. Right? Like, you got to understand, you got to put in the work. Nobody's going to hand you a damn thing in crypto, just like nobody handed you a damn thing out there. So get your lazy ass off the motherfucking computer and go do something productive that will generate fucking additional income and stop crying like a bitch online because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to hear what you think RH should be doing. You ain't RH. That's why nobody gives a fuck about what you got to say. That's why nobody gives a fuck about what you think. Pretty simple. That's why I don't share my opinion. I just stick to the facts. And even RH does a pretty good job of that until he's asked what his opinion is. It'd be funny if people, that actually weren't RH did that too. Maybe they'd actually be respected and shit. Who knows? Maybe people would give a fuck about what they had to say instead of just making fun of them. I mean, there's so many lames in this community. I mean, it's not even a community. Just around. There's just so many lames around. Right? Like, it's wild crazy. It's wild crazy. It's wild crazy. And at the end of the day, the people that are hurt the most, it's not even themselves. It's the people that are unsuspecting suckers that don't know any better. I mean, imagine thinking a guy that's retired, that's wealthy beyond your fucking wildest dreams. That's right, your fucking wildest dreams, not mine, because I don't give a fuck. I'm already rich. A guy that's wealthy beyond your wildest dreams don't gotta do a motherfucking thing. And he wakes up every day and busts his ass in whichever form that might be. I ain't doing that shit. I have zero interest in doing it. So I'm nobody to judge. I'm all support. I'm here to do whatever the fuck he needs if he needs me to do shit. That's all I'm here for. And until then, I'm here for moral support. You the man, RH. Fuck all the haters. Because they ain't doing shit. They ain't about shit. All they do is talk shit on fucking line where all we do is sit back watching LOL. Because nobody gives a fuck. Not even worth being addressed online. Like, yo, nobody gives a fuck. It's mad funny. And it's so funny because these are the same people that think they matter. Like, yo, send your tweets, man. Nobody gives a fuck. All we do is laugh. Because it just doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people that are running shit and doing shit don't give a fuck about what people that complain are doing the same. Because you don't matter. So, keep complaining. We'll keep laughing. And have a nice day. Because at the end of the day, who wins? Not you. You lose. You're already losing. Your character's taking all the L's. And you can't recover from that. Never. There's no recovering. There's no recovering from being a sucker in public, man. All you have is your respect. And once that's lost, you can't recover that. A lot of motherfuckers got no self-respect and it shows. They show the corniest shit online with their face attached to it. I don't even show my face and all I do is talk about Hex. Talk about no self-respect. I mean, these are the people that are out here acting like they're quote unquote influencers. Suck a dick. You ain't influencing shit. You ain't influencing shit. You're just misinforming individuals. That's literally all you're doing. And you're being called out on a consistent basis by doing that. And nobody cares that you think you're smart. You're not. Nobody cares that you're crying. But we're going to let everybody know you lying like a motherfucker. Because that's, new people got to know. Because they're not going to know. They might think they're actually smart because they're dumb. Who knows? You got to save as many people as possible. It's going to get ugly out there, folks. I mean, you guys are watching these headlines, right? I mean, we're at the point in the story where the Treasury Secretary is apparently doing shrooms for dinner. And all is well. The markets really are not even reacting to that shit. It's like it didn't even fucking matter. I mean, this is where we are. And you got people out here thinking they got a motherfucking clue. Nah. These are the same guys that walk around with face diapers and shit, thinking they tough. Or they out here fucking with dudes, thinking they chicks. I mean, come on, man. Like, do better, yo. Do better, man. Seriously, just do better, man. Like, it's all out here to be had. Stop playing yourself and do better. Because, wow. We out here living. And some people just choosing to suffer. I don't understand why. And you can't you can't force people to be happy. You gotta let them just be miserable. But we happy over here. we the outreach, we the help. But we don't care. But we're gonna let you know if you knew that these motherfuckers is lying. Cause we got to, man. Somebody gotta hold the line. Damn. I mean, how many times you gotta lie? I mean, these people are just like World Economic Forum and climate change. I mean, the world been ending since 1965 and shit, right? It started in 1900 and it's been ending since the 1960s. My God, man. People are so dumb. Ugh. Anyway. So these T-shares, man, they pay you every day. And they all pay more than 6 hex a day now. Right? And we are above consistently 6.5 hex a day. So I don't even understand how you could be mad at that on 2 chains, by the way. Because I know I'm not. Every time I see that tweet, I just smirk and smile. Like, yeah, fucking pay me, man. Pay me, man. Trustlessly. No effort required. I don't gotta wait on no dude. I don't gotta worry about some promise. I don't gotta worry about none of that shit. I don't gotta worry about none of that fake ass shit. I don't gotta worry about nobody's opinion, what they think. None of that shit. None of that shit matters. Because I'm getting paid every damn day. How I want, when I want. And that's simple, yo. Nobody can change that. Nobody. Not even the motherfucker that made it. And that is something I will always put my name on. Period. You'd be a fool not to. And there's a lot of fools out here. You see them. You see them. They talk shit to RAs like they know better. You see them. Yo, don't let these people lie to you. Do your own research. At the end of the day, it is your financial future, not theirs. At the end of the day, they're not going to help you when you need somebody to get you out that rut. They not even going to act like they know you. In fact, they might beef with you before then. Because that is how the internet do. Nothing but fake ass dudes thinking they doing something. Well, people in general. Really ain't just dudes. But people that think they doing something because they think that Instagram, Twitter life is real. That shit ain't real, yo. It don't matter how many clicks and likes you get on that shit. It's not real. Don't mean a motherfucking thing. At all. Ever. Period. Why? Because the markets determine what's real and what's not. Not your opinion. Not some clicks. Not some likes. Money. Motherfucker. That is what makes this bitch spin. That is what gets shit done. That is what matters. That is why people are here. That is why people make stupid decisions. That is why people make good decisions. See how that works? It's crazy, but it works. Just like that. Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to do what they think is best for them, except for those that think that following somebody else is smart. And you can't really help people like that. You can't. So, when you look at what's going on in the world, you realize that periodically they're just destabilizing economies left and right. Right? And this is what they've been doing. And by they, World Economic Forum and Company, now it's obvious who they are. I mean, if you don't know by now, well, good fucking luck. Because whatever I say is not going to matter. But you might want to get on your research tip. But we're at a point, God damn it. We're at a point in time where if you don't really have an understanding of what's about to come your way, you're about to suffer some serious pain. And if you don't know what I mean, look at Lebanon, look at Syria, look at Beirut, or not Beirut, sorry. What's the name of that place? Uh, Burma? No, Myanmar. They changed it. Myanmar. Uh, all these places that all you're seeing is, I mean, Argentina. I mean, I don't know how many times Argentina have gone through it. All these places that are just, their currencies are Turkey. I mean, all these places where their currencies are just, I mean, they're just going kaput. And I think the thing that's lost on people is the simple fact that it's going kaput against a bankrupt currency, which is the US dollar. I mean, can you wrap your head around how bad things have to be for Turkey, for Lebanon, for all these countries where the dollar is just outpacing them so hard because they're doing so bad? I mean, it's crazy. Think about that. Think about that. I mean, How do we come to a point where it makes sense to not care about yourself? That's where we are. We don't care about ourselves financially, health wise, you name it. You know, all facts remain. We do not care about ourselves. How can we progress past a certain point if we're not even trying to do better? I mean, let's think about that, right? I mean, the whole point of this crypto thing is stepping it up, not fucking it up. Something y'all gotta understand. Think about it. Why are you here? You can let some fuckboy on Twitter tell you what to do? I mean, you should figure out what you want to do first. Then see what everybody else is saying. See if that makes sense. That might be a better way to go about it. We got people trying to start World War III. We got people trying to stop World War III. I mean, it's real out here. And markets could react to that in ways that we can't understand because we've never been through this before. And I think it's important that people understand that. Because how are you going to make any changes that are going to be beneficial to you if you're just doing the same thing that you've always been doing? If you're doing what everybody else is doing, and if you're just not analyzing anything, you're just going with the flow. I mean, sometimes that's good, but you got to know when. You got to know when. Right? At the end of the day, you got to be willing to do what you got to do to step it up for yourself. Everybody online that ain't trying to give value is just trying to extract value. Think about it. And with that, I'll end my little hour plus rant and bring on some additional guests. Yo,
What's going on, Wales? How's it going, brother?
what's good, homie? Chilling, man. How you been?
Doing great, man. What a great speech.
Oh, thank you, sir. I didn't know it was gonna go down like that, but it went down like that.
Good. Motherfuckers need to get knocked up upside the fucking head.
Yo, I don't understand what's going on. It's like everybody forgot about t-shirts. Like, where the hell you been?
Yep.
Everybody been talking about t-shirts. Niggas never stopped talking about t-shirts. Been talking about t-shirts the whole time. You've been on some bullshit the whole time, so you stop talking about t-shirts.
Yep, they got shiny objects in front of them, bro. They're distracted. They're missing the whole point. Their fucking values went out the window. The whole game's over.
Oh man, it's like a Catholic schoolgirl that went to college for the first time and just wasn't taught right. Don't know how to act.
Is this your first time sucking a dick? No. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I can tell it is, but all right. All right. Like, come on, man. Stop lying. Yo, and that's the thing, right? I remember, and that reminds me of when I was in the military. Like, you saw that a lot. When people just are in an environment where they're unfamiliar, they don't know how to behave, they don't know how to act, they don't know what to do. And that's exactly what money makes people do. I never connected those dots. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. You know what? People don't have a plan. I'm so tired. I don't know how the hell you put up with this, brother. I really don't. I appreciate you for doing it. Maybe it is because you're just strong mentally. You got to a point. You ate enough shit that you're like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah,
these are the facts. Yeah, and you don't.
No,
no. But there's a soft spot somewhere in me because I was that wreck pleb. You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta help. I was there before.
You know what it is? I think it's people like Richard that allow me to be able to do it personally. Because like if this guy can just sit here and talk to these morons for 8 hours, I could do it for 2.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of how I view it. And
Okay.
obviously everybody isn't a moron. And look, everybody starts out as a moron because even I was a moron at one point. But it's on you to elevate yourself. You know, at the end of the day, how good do you want to be?
Yep.
I'm not even the best. You know, there's people that are better than me at this shit. I just don't give enough of a fuck to be better than what I am because I already know what the end goal is. I know what the end result is. My priorities are different. I'm not out here lying to myself. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? Right? That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. Nobody has to do what anybody else is doing, but you got to do what you want to do. And I think that people have a hard time accepting that.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's because they're taught to lie to themselves, feel better, do this, do that.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
I mean, at every turn is like, oh, don't. I mean, that's why we have this fucking idiotic way of thinking, and that's how we got to the point where like, oh, fat is okay. All of the models are fucking fat. It's okay. Don't fat shame. Don't do this.
I
And
be
like,
seeing that shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going
it's
on? I don't even
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's like it's an incredible amount of denial in general, in the general public, and it is once you get into like a small community like the cryptocurrency community is, that's amplified even more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like holy shit! Like you guys are dumbasses thinking like you're bringing your outside thinking into this community, into this space, I should say, and applying it, you know, the same way that you applied it out there. It's like it doesn't work that way. You clearly don't know why you're here. You think you know why you're here, and you're not willing to learn, and then you get fucking butthurt every single time you do something wrong and things don't work out for you, and then you wonder why.
Right.
Yeah, it's it's mind blowing.
Yeah, well, you know, and the thing is like, you know, fuck. I remember when I was learning and coming up, like all this information that I'm dropping, like for fucking, like on a fucking Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Any day of the week. Like, yo, that shit takes years to come by. Because at the end of the day, you just can't Google yourself to all this shit anymore. It's a different world out there nowadays.
Yep, you're getting bad information out there. You thought you were getting bad information before. You're getting really bad information now.
That's what's great. Let's talk about that shit for fucking like 3 hours, right? Because, yo, I really thought the internet was crazy in 2014, 2013. Think about that. I'm talking about 10 years ago, bro. 10 years ago, I was mad at the internet being shitty.
Yeah, you were ahead of your time.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, you were ahead of your time on that.
Bro, I didn't think it could get worse.
It can always get worse.
Fuck, yeah, no shit. My old ass finally guessed that.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
Just like crypto can drop 99% once, it can do it again.
Once, time and time again. We got a few examples of that floating around out there, don't we? I mean, we've seen 99% compound negatively a few times. I didn't think that shit was possible, but salute to those that can make it possible. Shit. Yeah, salute, because I didn't know. Like, who does that? That's like leaving negative rates fucking ever instead of like, yo, oh my god, I just
best magic trick ever. They got David Blaine fucking jealous of this motherfucker.
It's crazy, bro. I didn't know it was possible personally. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
hold my beer. Let me do this one more time.
That motherfucker dove off a 60-foot height drop into a fucking 3-foot pool, deep pool. Like, wow.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
it's beyond me, man. Is there? Let me ask you this, because maybe you know, and maybe you just have like, just a regular ass answer, and I'm looking for something different. Why do people, when they leave the legacy market and they come into the crypto space, why do they think that the same rules apply?
Because they haven't studied enough.
Well, okay, sure, fair enough. But once they're told and then they see results, they still do the same fucking dumb thing over and over and over and over again.
Market
And
will them to not, or they will go broke.
you think, okay.
Yeah, that's just how it works, man. Like,
Mm.
so what have I seen in the markets? I've seen guys become millionaires and lose it all, time and again. And the thing that's hard for people to understand is that this is all mental. Your ability to generate returns in the market, it's mental. It's not anything else. And it's not mental in the sense that you're smart or dumb. It's mental in the sense that you understand what you're doing when you're pressing buy or sell. And the thing about it is that the dumber you are, i.e., the further to the left you are, the better off you are because the less thinking you do. Or if you're a female, right? And I don't even know how to judge on the EQ gradient, but females are actually better typically. And now this is from a legacy perspective. Crypto, we've yet to see anything of the sort. But in legacy markets, females are better at generating returns than males because they understand the function of volatility better than males do. Males are more impulsive. Females are more proactive in a sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah, calculated too.
Yeah, that's what I mean by proactive. Yes,
Yeah.
Calculated. Yeah, because you think about a female, if you fuck around and get caught slipping, she already knows you got caught slipping. She's gonna ask you 100,001 questions until you admit it yourself. That's what females do, right? They already know the answer.
Yeah.
So this is why females are better at returning capital or generating returns in legacy markets than males are. Because if they understand the end goal, they understand they have to reverse engineer it. Dudes, they trying to fucking put a hammer into a fucking square peg. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's how dudes are. And this is why we see the disparity in performance. Now, the average individual isn't even going to know that because they don't know shit about finance, but they're going to pretend like females aren't in the game. Yeah, there's plenty of females in finance kicking ass.
Yeah.
But if you're just some dumb fuck talking about female power and all this dumb shit, you ain't gonna know that. You're just gonna be a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
And we see that all over crypto. That's why I don't even engage that topic. But females are best served to definitely engage in capital markets because they're the ones that are actually built for it, not dudes. Facts.
That's
Dudes,
funny. Yep.
Yeah. Dudes gotta learn.
Yep. That happens in my industry too. I mean, in real estate, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, forget it. Yo,
crush it.
They absolutely kill it.
Yep.
I mean,
now you know why.
Yep. We had agents in our office that were, a month in. They would just come in, show their tits, and they crushed it. Then they learned. No, I'm dead serious. Like that's part of the process,
part of it, right? When you think about it, it has to.
It's part of it. It has to be part of it, right? They're easier to approach.
Correct.
They're going to use softer language. They're going to butter you up, and then if they have the intellect, they're just going to absolutely murder whatever they do.
Yes,
every single time. Yeah. And we were just like, is what I'm doing right here. It's facts. I'm like, fuck. Then you
nobody gives a fuck about that.
Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, and that's just. Again, that's just how it is. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what the endeavor we're talking about, the answer is going to be the same, homie. Yep. Nobody gives a fuck. What people want to see is results. This is why people respect RH to such a degree. Because he executed with Hex and it generated results. And guess what the fuck is happening right now? Executed with PulseChain. And so far, this motherfucker right here, very happy camper. So as far as I'm concerned, results generated. And let's keep in mind, we're not even done yet.
No,
nothing.
Not even close.
Not even close. Nothing but catalysts lie ahead for high prices. Yep. So all the fools that are selling out now. I mean, we'll be waiting higher. I mean, we won't be selling higher, but we'll be waiting.
Yeah. 100%. I'll be there.
I'll be
sure as hell I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah. I probably never even got to sell my Hex. So
I was thinking about that, and now it's making sense. Now that I've had time in the market.
That's
and
right.
That's right. At the beginning, I was just like,
hold on. Was I not saying this 2 years ago?
Yep.
That's right.
Sure as hell were. Right. That's a concept that's lost in a lot of people and don't quite get it until you spend the time. People give up way too fucking soon. So now that I've been here, 2 years and some change, 2.5, give or take. now I made the top. All right, got that.
We all did.
Yeah, but I mean, when I say I made the top, like 95% of my capital was at the top. I was lucky enough that I listened and I DC it all the way down, and we got to the, and I got myself in a really nice position. Now I don't have the ability at this, like, in the last couple of months to inject fresh capital in. However, using what I have already, knowing what things do, and the amount of experience and the amount of things that I've learned from people like yourself, Johnny, the list goes on. I've been able to grow my bags and sit back and say, I actually don't need to be selling any of my hex. Now, I'm not a dumb motherfucker. I am keeping a small little tiny portion of my hex liquid just in case, because I have short-term goals, and short-term, I mean 3 to 4 years, personal goals. And then everything else is 5. And I have some like 10-year stakes. And that's about it. Everything else is gravy. I got PulseChain, I got PulseX, I got my copies of all of my ERC20s that I could dump. There have been plenty of opportunities for moves here. We've talked about it.
I mean, yeah,
and
we're only 60 days in.
And we're only 60 days in, right?
Yeah,
exactly. If you know where to look, you're going to find it, and you're going to do just fine. And I don't need to touch my hex. And that's just going to be the thing that keeps on printing. And as you were talking just a little while ago about the T-share rate being up, we're scheduled, or according to heckfire.io, to be at about 32 to 33,000 hex per T-share by the end of this year. Now, everyone's talking about $1 hex. And people love expensive shit. So people are going to be chasing a $33,000 T-share.
People are dumb. What can I say? I can't even answer any other fucking way. But people are dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, look, ever since I've been a streamer and all this shit, and I've rejected this project BS and talking fucking dick sucking meme coins and all this shit, bro, like, motherfuckers just cannot do math. And if you want the little quick gains, homie, knock yourself the fuck out. But leave those of us that want billions alone. We ain't got time for millions, my nigga. We skip into the front of the line. We ain't got time to fuck with niggas like y'all, man. We skip into the front. We want them billions, bro. So get out the way, sit your little funny ass down and learn. Because that's how it's going to go down. And this is what people don't understand, because they're too busy staring in the mirror and not learning.
Yep.
Get it?
Yep.
And all I've heard, why you don't talk about these bullshit coins, blah, 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 blah. All right, bro, you do all that. And then the other guys, bought the bottom, sold the top, fuck your T-share, man. Yeah, meanwhile, the next time you might think about getting a T-shirt, it's going to cost your bitch ass a goddamn car.
Yep.
Have fun.
That's it. That's all you're going to do.
Have fun. I mean, how can you even respect people that think like that? You can't. I know I can't. I refuse, in fact. Don't give a flying fuck to. For what?
Yeah.
I don't even know why people don't know this. This should be obvious to you. I mean, I don't know how many times I've already just said it.
Yep. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And people just don't have the fucking patience. They want to be rich today. They actually, as a matter of fact, they want to be rich yesterday.
Well, yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday's a great time to be rich.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been saying this for a little while to people that I've been talking to in the community. I made moves 10 years ago that I am fucking put into fruition today. I can wait another 5-6 years.
Wow. I can't say
easy.
That.
I can. I can. Bro,
that's crazy.
Just getting my kid. You know what I mean? I've said this before. I got custody of my daughter. Dude, I've been making moves 7 years ago. I was like, I'm going to do this because I know this is, you know what I mean?
That's huge, yo. Because dudes don't ever get no love out here.
Oh, bro, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think I'm like, I got time. And that's why I work in real estate for the most part, because it's not a fast-paced game. It really isn't.
No. Slow.
You know what I mean? You put something for sale, that shit's going to take fucking, 45, 60, months to close.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you're in commercial real estate, which please don't get into that.
Yeah, that shit is over.
That shit's done.
Yeah, that's done.
Yep. My boss had a friend of his that for 3.5 to 4 years worked with one client, Coca-Cola,
Yep.
to get this huge commercial deal. Her payout was supposed to be anywhere between $3 to $4 million, and she had one fucking client. 2 days before the closing, she goes and buys a car, does this, does that, spends about $250,000 on credit. The whole thing falls apart that same day.
Damn. I knew you were going there, bro.
Yep.
That's the game.
That's the game. But yeah, and I don't understand why people are having such a hard time understanding this. It's a sure thing. People are thinking of it in US dollar terms still. They're having a hard time conceptualizing that.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. And it's like, you have to worry about units of account.
Yep.
If you can have more units of account than the person behind you, then you're good.
Precisely.
And you know what I mean? That's it. That's the game.
That's literally the only game that matters. So I don't know what game people are playing, but it ain't that one.
Yep. And I loved it when they dumped E-Hex. Oh my god. I squirt my pants. I rolled on the ground. Dude, I was robbing myself. I thought I was on ecstasy. I was like, holy shit, I never thought
I haven't streamed during that entire period of time for a reason. No reason.
The biggest trade ever in this ecosystem. Hardly anyone fucking did it. They funded themselves out by selling.
It was fun. Thanks, you suckers.
And shit talking it at the same time.
Yep.
Great.
Funny. So funny, man. So funny. And then what? 2x later.
Oh, you remember that shit? Doubling every 30 days we were doing a double?
Every 45 days for a while.
Every 45 days. Yeah, that shit can happen again.
Oh, well, it's probably gonna, bro. I mean,
yeah.
The movie's coming. Everybody's talking crypto. The only crypto in the fucking movie theaters is what? Shut your fucking mouth.
That's it.
Motherfuckers are so dumb that
man.
I already said it earlier. Yeah, don't even gotta repeat. It's just sad. It's sad. You're just out here lying to people left and right, and we got all these positive reasons to be positioning ourselves for success.
Mm-hmm.
What are you even thinking? Lying to people like that, motherfucker.
Yeah.
The nerve of some people, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to see the movie, I don't think, in theaters, but once it gets streamed, I'll definitely pay out. And
I mean, bro, we living it. Do we really need to see it?
Yeah, I guess not, but it'd still be fun.
No, sure. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah. But I guess I don't need to see it, but I'd like to see it. And
well, for sure. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I ain't going to the movie theater, but I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. And anybody who's saying that it's making RH look bad, it really isn't.
Yeah, look, man. Like, people gonna fucking learn to shut the fuck up with their opinions. At the end of the day, that's just what it's gonna boil down to.
Yeah, he's gonna blow so many people's brains, because that's what happens. You listen to RH whenever you get into the ecosystem, right? And for me personally, I've told you this before. It's something in my brain just clicked. I was like, oh shit, oh crap,
sense.
Fuck,
Nobody talks sense.
It's a fact, right? Mm-hmm. Things he says are fact, and then he has the receipts, and he calls people out.
Yep.
And then they fucking lose their shit, and then he just goes like, "Yeah, I told you." Mashinsky in jail, about to be.
Let's think about this. This fucking movie was filmed from 2021 up until PulseChain launch the other day. And look at everything that happened during that time and what's going to be shown. What's going to be shown is the simple fact that man called every single event out prior to its occurrence. And what are people going to discover? That he motherfucking nailed it.
Yep.
Each
right.
and every single fucking call. So if you're a hater, hope you didn't miss that one.
Yeah.
Because you're going to look real dumb if you keep hating. You might want to change your tune soon before motherfuckers don't forget. But don't worry, I'm going to remind them anyway. So
as you should.
It doesn't really matter.
Tweet that shit too.
Your audio is a little jacked up, bro.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's good. Yeah.
All right.
I just had to say
yeah, I appreciate that. Now I get the stupid mic. I don't know what's going on. It works. It doesn't work. Who knows?
I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm loving the whole documentary thing. Good PR in general. It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
It's
And guess what? If it drops the price, drop the fucking price. We'll
I
probably
hope it
have more
does.
money.
Yo, look, I'm the most bearish guy in the ecosystem. I always want the price low. You know why? Because I know it ain't gonna be low forever. Because I'm not a dumbass, and it's really that simple. Like, you know, if you see Hex trading below a penny, shut the fuck up and buy. Nobody gives a fuck about your tweet, bro.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and buy. It's not rocket science, man.
It's not. Yeah. And the other thing that surprised me too, well, I guess it didn't surprise me, but from the person that I saw it from, I was like, bro, you're hurting a whole lot of people. I wouldn't want that on my conscience ever.
Yeah, some people don't have a conscience, bro, and that's why I don't give a fuck and say what I want.
Oh my God.
What the fuck are they gonna say or do? Why are you being honest, Wales? Man, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
That's all 100%. I gotta say. Fuck you.
100%. 100%. I couldn't carry that on my conscience, bro. Like, knowing the truth and how things work, being in the industry, getting people to pay you on Patreon, whatever the fuck you're doing, and then going out there and not only wrecking yourself, but potentially, unless he's lying, and then on top of that, wreck all the people that fucking follow you.
Yeah, it's wild.
Split the community, make them doubt themselves.
Plenty people doing that. It's not just one. Plenty of people.
Oh yeah, plenty of them. Yeah,
plenty of them. You know, and that's the messed up part. It sounds like one person, but there's a bunch.
Yeah, there's too many people.
Yeah,
so I love chaos, not Johnny Chaos. Well, I guess I kind of like him. But I love chaos. I love it when shit is just falling apart, because that means opportunity every single time. So when everyone else is fucking running around the office with their hair on fire, I'm like, where the fuck do I make money?
Precisely. What's good, homie?
Pulse Disciple.
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm just trying to know, where can I go to get some Lashunanim tokens?
Yo, look, let's not talk about that, because I'm not going to be able to contain myself, bro. We're going to have to end the stream. I'm serious as fuck. I cannot do it. Yo, I was laughing for like half an hour, man. I can't. Look, I'm already sweating, man. I can't do it. I'm telling you right now, we're going to end this motherfucking stream.
I'm trying to earn some PulseChain, with my Lashunanim tokens, man.
Yo, this motherfucker killed me when he said I'm from another dimension.
Man. Oh.
My God. Stop
Hey, shout out to Crypto Wonder, man. For that
real.
Man.
Yo, if you ain't
he was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he was in the chat earlier. If you ain't caught that last stream, y'all need to subscribe and listen to that last stream that man did. Yo, he killed it.
Oh, nah, bro. I'm just sitting listening to you brothers, man, rap and do y'all thing, man. I'm out in the streets of the city of Dallas, having a blast, having a good time. Sunday fun day.
That's what's up.
And just kind of thinking about some of the things y'all talking about, and it's, it's so funny how these markets go. And for people who have been here for a few cycles, we know what's up. For newcomers that are just, maybe you just now heard of Wells Only, welcome. Hit the like, subscribe. A lot more knowledge coming. But it's what you're watching is bear market sentiment. What you're watching is opportunists, people who really take advantage of others, and people losing the way. And y'all were talking about the movie that's coming out, and y'all were making great points. Like, people are so afraid of boldness.
Oh man, it's so ridiculous.
The
world revolves around that too, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. And it takes somebody to be bold. And people that know, I've had this like back and forth with this I can't remember what's his name. He's a rapper. Freddie.
Oh, Pulse Disciple, bro.
Don't do
DeFi proof. Yeah, DeFi proof is way better.
Yeah.
it. Just don't do it.
Yeah,
You know?
don't.
yeah.
And so it's just the mindset that we're trying to tell people is like, look, you've arrived to the place that you need to be. Calm down, keep dollar cost of everything in, and just learn about real crypto.
Simple.
That's it.
Not hard.
That's it.
It's not hard. It's that simple, man.
And it sounds so easy,
But it's difficult to accomplish.
it's simple though. Simple doesn't mean easy.
That's right. That it took me a while to learn that, and that shit is really the key to life.
Right.
It's real sick too, because it's like, oh, it's simple. I should be able to do it in 2 seconds. Oh, hell nah,
nope. There's a difference between something that's simple and easy. Something that's simple doesn't mean that it's easy.
Right. I mean, look at how hard it is for people to buy and stake hex and forget about it.
Right.
Damn near impossible, and that shit as simple as it gets.
So simple. And what we're trying to tell you is that you found the simplest place to be, but now you have to overcome your own
ambitions
and your flesh and your insecurities and
yourself.
Your doubts and your worries and all the things that social media and everything that comes along with it is going to bring to you.
Yeah.
For sure. And we're watching people that have been here for a while crumble.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Crumble.
Crazy. It's hilarious, but crazy.
So it's funny. We sit back in the chat rooms and we laughing and because it is entertainment. And like Westcott, he loves it. He loves it. To him, it's just pure entertainment. And so for me, it makes it fun for me just to watch him have fun. But I also, the human part of you feels sorry for people.
For sure. Yeah. Sad. Sad state of affairs, for sure.
They're going crazy. And it's just like, yo, we have not even gotten to the hard part yet. Wait till these numbers start really going up.
Exactly. Yo, you know how many people going to eject hardcore right there? Whew.
Bro.
They're going to miss all the real games. That's when we're going to really party.
And the only thing you can say is, it's like we trying to tell you, we've been here, we've seen the numbers go up crazy. We did that before. We went from this coin and that coin, you spreading your wealth, and we've learned, don't do that. It's not about hating.
Nope.
It's about
strategy, mission.
Keeping it simple. That's it.
Strategy and mission. I was talking all about that at the beginning. Why are you here? Why? What are you even doing? Most people don't have a clue. They just getting swayed on Twitter, bro. Going from one thing to the next.
Yeah. Twitter's a monster, bro.
Whoa, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's like, it's not like, and I think the biggest issue is that the community or the group of people that claim to be Hexagons, because it's really not a community, the group of people, they say one thing, but do another, but yet the real base of people really promote all the nonsense.
It's disgusting.
It's not like they're promoting stake and chill. They're not promoting stake and chill.
They're not. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Like you don't see it. Period.
And they have ulterior motives.
Oh, for sure.
And
we see it loud and clear, right?
Bro, all of us that grew up in the inner city, or you might have grew up in the country, and hustlers when you hear one, you see one. These people are hustling. Point blank period.
At least they think they are. They ain't hustling us.
They're not hustling us, but they're hustling naive, like
people that don't know any better.
They don't know no better because they sound good. They sound really nice and sweet and they're hustling you. Because it doesn't even make sense for you to have a tag. Yeah, like your name is Hex all the way 2000 and then you're talking shit about the founder and the project. but literally your tag name is like
some hex shit. The most hex shit they could get. You know what I mean?
It's weird. It's very, very weird. Doesn't make sense.
Don't make no sense, bro. And it's a fucking army of these motherfuckers out here, bro. An army of them.
So,
and that's the issue we have. And here's the fucked up part. They're using PulseChain as the mask. for the criticism. That's the funniest shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
yo, PulseChain ain't even done. Shut the
Bro,
fuck up.
and people don't even understand where are you going to store your value? People are going to store their value in Hex. People don't even understand how high Hex is about to go once we
Nah, they don't comprehend that, bro.
Hex
Like,
is gonna be
they're gonna be so
stupid
mad. They're gonna be
on
so
both
mad.
chains
They're gonna be so mad.
because you want to store your wealth somewhere and get yield in a place that you know that works.
Yo, look, this hex thing. I remember when I first discovered it. I literally took 60 days just trying to understand what I could without even talking to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
60 days. 60 fucking days. I wasn't trying to get rich in a fucking week. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, bro? Like, that's the shit that just hit me right now. I was like, hold on. I just took 60 days to look at Hex. These motherfuckers out here mad they're not rich already, and it's only been 60 days.
Yeah.
PulseChain just dropped, motherfucker. What's your analysis on why PulseChain's supposed to make you rich? Why the fuck are you mad? That's what I want to know. Where's everybody's analysis about why the fuck they're not rich yet? Because how the fuck you expect to get rich? Because I took 60 days just to analyze sex before I even learned anything about a fucking t-shirt properly. So I need to understand where all these fucking geniuses are coming from. So I can
Bro.
go there and get like them.
Yeah. Yeah. And so just keep it simple, man. I just came on and I'm just listening. I was like, my
It's
message.
crazy, bro.
Keep it simple. It's not easy. You're gonna be swayed this, you're gonna be swayed there. But keep your principle bag. Richard Hart did something that was awesome. He's there. And what's happened is a lot of entitlement, and people have forgot the principles that got us here. And these
For
same
sure.
principles go into PulseChain and PulseX.
100%.
Yes, are there going to be people that drop projects and everything like that? Absolutely, and
For
that's
sure.
fine.
Perfectly fine. Don't
And that's
matter.
fine.
Don't even matter. Don't even matter. That's the thing. Literally does not motherfucking matter. Because what matters is Hex, PulseChain, PulseX. Everything else is just cute. Congrats,
It's
motherfucker.
just yes. And so that's the message, and it's okay, bro. Like, calm down, people.
Yeah, we don't care. It's cool.
Calm down.
It'll
And
be all right.
hey, whenever we start moving around, I know Wells really don't fuck with people like that, but all you guys that are on Twitter, keep that same energy.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna see you in person. Keep that same energy. That's not a threat.
That's a suggestion,
Yeah.
if not a request.
Keep that same energy, tough guys.
Yeah,
This
it's
whole
so
internet
funny.
shit too, bro.
It's just so funny. That's why
That
I don't
shit,
dabble, bro. Because
yeah.
it's not my. I'm not an industry cat.
We don't do that where
Yeah,
I come from. We don't do
yeah.
that where I come from.
That's why I don't fuck with that shit.
So I'm the type of dude that'll pull up and just put
Yeah,
a box of
motherfuckers out here
gloves out.
thinking this is reality TV, and this ain't that.
I remember I was out in Miami with one of my homeboys who was out partying and shit. He was talking a whole bunch of shit. He got drunk, so he was kind of talking twisted. I said, hey man, you got 3 minutes mandatory with me when we get back to the Airbnb. It's 3 minutes. I'm because I'm a boxer, whatever. And he thought I was kidding. As soon as we got in the Airbnb, everybody wanted to take shots. I said, no. He's not taking a shot. Y'all can take shots. But me and him got 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody put the timer on. Because like keep
Shit
it.
got
Like,
real.
we're not. And it got real for 3 minutes for him. And so it's not to be a tough guy or anything like that, but I'm just like, look, keep it simple. Don't be an asshole. If you do be an asshole, cool. But just chill the fuck out with the crazy stuff, okay? People, let's make some money together and have fun and keep it simple. That's it. That's all I got. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's real basic, bro. It's real basic.
Yep.
At the end of the day, all of that stays there, and that's the problem. And that's why certain people don't play that, because and it doesn't stay there.
Yeah, 100.
I stay there for you, but it don't stay there. That's why the internet doesn't matter.
It really don't. You always say that, man. It really don't, man.
Yeah,
It's
but
fun,
that's
though.
why.
It's
But
fun,
that's
but it
why.
don't matter.
You know, think about it. Think about it. If the internet mattered, nobody would be going outside. Everybody would be getting shit delivered and all that, right? But
Right.
fact remains, motherfuckers must go outside. The world did not stay inside after fucking fake pandemic. It didn't.
Absolutely not.
Because it cannot. So motherfuckers do not give a fuck about online shit, no matter what you want to think, say, or do.
Yeah, facts.
Just a sad fact.
Facts. It's facts, man.
That's why we got to put a fucking movie out. Because ain't nobody coming online to look at no crypto shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dumb fucks. I mean, it's crazy that people don't get it, man.
Yeah.
These are the same motherfuckers talking shit about the movie on top of that.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
And the movie's gonna be good as fuck.
Oh, for sure. Yo, look, if you've never seen any clips from the production team that made the film, you're missing out. Might want to take a look. Because they not slouches. They know what some people know how to cut and splice.
Bro, I slept on it. I saw the clips. I was like, oh, this shit is interesting.
Yeah, bro.
Even though we know all the information,
exactly.
That shit was
But that's the point, bro. But that's the point. If it's catching your attention and you know, what you think gonna do to some unsuspecting motherfucker that don't got a clue? They're about to become a crypto beast. And they don't even know it's about to happen.
That's facts, bro. You spitting that real talk, man. As usual.
That's it, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that movie, man, it's gonna open a lot of minds, and I think that is underappreciated because people are gonna see that movie poster and they're not gonna forget it because you don't see movie posters like that in the movie theaters every day.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think? We should know about you. I got a big dick.
I ain't even, you know what's funny? I ain't even talking about that. I'm just talking about the poster. I ain't even talking about nothing in the film.
But that shit funny, dog.
But that's the fucking thing I'm saying, bro. We ain't even talking about the content. Wait till they get to the good shit.
That shit is hilarious.
Man, motherfuckers ain't ready, bro.
It's gonna be fire.
Motherfuckers ain't ready. Like, they just don't know. You know, people don't know. Shit like that spreads like wildfire. Motherfuckers want to hear real talk. They don't want to hear no bullshit.
That's right.
Talking about your motherfucking meme coin. Nobody give a fuck about no goddamn meme coin. Motherfuckers want to get rich and never have to think about money again.
Yep.
That's what motherfuckers want.
Yep. And you not here for no fucking 10x. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Every time I hear that shit, I just like, what? Like, who even talks about that? Who brags about a 10x? Motherfuckers out here bragging about 10x's and 100x's and shit. Like, man, shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Hex just did a 200x. Just did.
Yeah, that's a trader's mentality. That's a trader's mentality right there. Yeah. Literally, 10x. You kidding me?
Or
mentality.
A mentality when you're getting money from hundreds and thousands of people. And all you need is a 10x off their fucking 3% that they're giving you.
Good point.
There you go.
And it's that, you know, I'm for the people. Just all of you give me a little bit of your pie. And so all I need is a 10x. That's just great. A 10x is awesome.
Just a little slice. Thank you, sir.
I love all of you. I'm for the people. I'll free airdrop you a shit coin. You know. But anyway, man, don't let me get started on that. Hey, Wells, love you, big homie. I just pulled up to support you, man. Appreciate you, bro. You already know what's up, man. I'm finna go get a shot with my brother, man. and at the donkey for a couple of hours.
Enjoy, bro. Enjoy. We all earn it once in a blue.
All right, y'all, man. Hey, man. Appreciate you, bros.
Peace, bro. Enjoy.
All right, take care, brother.
So,
damn, that was fun.
Yeah, bro. I mean, and here's the thing. People have a hard time understanding that the world is what you want it to be. This is why I don't engage bullshit. It's non-existent to me.
Yep. The world exists the way it exists.
Exactly. And at the same time, you know, I'm going to control what I can't control. And I'm not letting no funky, funny style motherfuckers that stink when they walk affect me. Like, it's just not happening, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, nobody matters out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take care of you. Nobody
100%.
out here gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
And people have a hard time understanding that.
Yeah. I mean, do you know how many people I know that actually have a shit ton of money? I know a lot of people that have a shit ton of money.
I bet you do.
And believe you me, they're not sending me $20,000 checks.
No, they're not. And they got
it.
it.
Yep. And they got it just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They'll drop 10, 15 grand on a fucking dinner. They're not sending me no 10, 15 grand.
On a
They're taking
dinner.
Yep.
Not even a thing.
They'll invite me to the dinner.
Just a meal.
Yeah. Have a taste.
One meal. Not a day of meals.
Not a year.
Not a year. A meal. A single individual meal. 5 digits.
Mm-hmm. Saw it happen year after year, day after day.
I don't think people understand what kind of money is out here right now.
Yep.
I mean, let's talk about that. What do you think? Now, you know big money, just like I know big money.
Yep.
What do you think these commercial real estate guys are going to do if they discover something like Hex?
They will secretly acquire it.
Try to.
And when, well, they're going to try because the liquidity is so low. Right. They're going to try.
Right.
And they're going to be, oh my God. I mean, dude, bro, the amount, there's no way to bring people in like that without just absolutely grabbing the attention of the entire fucking world. Exactly. Because at that point, if a big just one big motherfucker, just one can throw 15 to 30 million dollars like it's nothing. People don't understand that wealth actually exists.
Well, people don't understand is that that's nothing.
Yeah,
actually, that's what people do not understand.
Yep.
That 15 to 30 million is trash. It's nothing money.
100%.
Like, people do not get that. Like, they think the God will is somebody. The God will, unfortunately, folks, is nobody. Yeah, sorry.
So,
shout out to him, but he only has a finite amount of capital. He doesn't have all the money. All the money's out there, not in here. And people have a hard time accepting that fact in crypto. That's why they do fake crypto, actually.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, I mean, that's how you pump it, right? And just fake numbers, print them out. I mean, you can make any chart look good.
People were dumping PulseChain, PulseX, Hex to buy bullshit. And they bought the top. And now the other shit is ripping and their shit is...
yeah, they're fucked.
It kills me, man. But that's what you get for playing yourself.
Yep. And I still got people saying like, oh yeah, I'd rather just not do that. It's too much responsibility. Hold my own keys, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. All right, bro, you do you. But just to give people a frame of reference as to how much wealth is out there. Wales, are you familiar with WhatsApp?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know who made that? If you don't, there's no shame. Okay. Jan Koum from Ukraine, I believe, at the time.
Some Eastern European guy, yep. He left as soon as it was bought out. I remember that.
Yep. So that, I met him personally. I worked for him in the industry that I was in. And I'm not going to disclose where that was, but it was a private residence. Yep, private residence. And WhatsApp, if I'm not mistaken, got bought by Facebook for 50. No, because he has stock options too, 50 billion. He had stock options.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was big. It was a lot more than 19 billion, bro. Believe you me.
Really?
Oh,
I remember it being that high.
It was pretty big. It was pretty high. At least that's what I remember. And he was just like, he goes, yeah, look it up. I'm pretty certain that it was closer to 50 billion.
21.8 apparently, but that's the public number.
That's
that's not
good. Same thing. And that's why this is going to, hopefully people grasp this. This is what's out into the public. This is the
that's not
public
the real number.
That's not real number. Yeah.
It's never the real number.
Yeah. Go to the Middle East. No one knows how much those guys are worth. They're printing billions fucking hour. There's a lot of money. Not to say that these people are going to get placed in our ecosystem. However, there are big players that you know of with that much money out there. And for them throwing 30 million, 50 million is nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Literally. I don't think people understand what nothing means. Like, that's the crazy thing. It sounds like a lot to you guys because you don't got 15 to 30 million to throw around. But there are people out there that have billions to piss away, billions to piss away.
Yep.
And we're just talking about rinky-dink crypto that's only 3 trillion, 2 trillion. It's nothing.
Yep. They make your salary in less than 20 minutes. Your yearly salary.
Yeah, probably.
That kind of wealth. Kind of wealth.
Probably
making 50
single digits.
You're making 50 grand a year? Someone's making it out there in an hour.
Yeah.
Easy. That's how much money there is. If there's anyone that actually understands what's going on with X and has that much capital behind them and they choose to enter into the ecosystem, they're literally going to rupture the system price-wise in USD value.
Man,
and if they, and if they actually figure out that you can stake it and get yield forever
that's the thing. But that's what I think is going to bring people in. I don't think it's going to be the other way around. I think people have to discover that there's yield to be had, and then it's fucking open season. If these money guys discover the yield, it's game over because you cannot get double-digit yield anywhere.
Nope. And do you think? Yeah, and you think rich people want to have super low liquidity like it is now? They're not. They're going to be getting hundreds of millions of hex. Well, maybe at that time, depending on the T share, it's going to be, hundreds. Thousands. I don't know. Thousands of T shares. You know what I mean? On 60 days, 60, 90-day stakes. Like that's how much money that can actually come into the system if they get in early enough. Unless the T share rate just explodes out of nowhere, it's going to be insane. Yeah, and they're going to want liquidity, and they're going to earn fees on the liquidity that they can also exit on because they have that much money.
Right, but it's important to remember that as markets evolve, right, what happens is that liquidity evolves. So there will be higher liquidity.
Yep.
Because there's going to have to be in order to handle the dollar value of those transactions. That's how it works. Otherwise, we would still be at $1 million market cap. Right? Mm-hmm. So people have to understand that liquidity and volume and all those dollar values, they change with the value of the price of X. They do not stay the same. Because I see a lot of funky information being putting out there. Like if I'm out here correcting everybody, I'd be doing nothing else. So I don't got time for that shit. So it's important that people understand that. The values of volume, total value locked, all these things in dollar terms changes with the value of X or whatever is being measured, whatever crypto is being measured. It's not supposed to be stagnant if the value is not stagnant. It's not going to be up if the value isn't up. I mean, this shit should be basic. But a lot of these so-called gurus / influencers out there don't know shit about math. So it's on you, once again, to learn that shit. Because they're not going to fucking teach it to you. They're going to think they think they know what they're talking about. And they don't know anything. You got to know. You really do got to know. This little bullshit excuse about, you don't got to know how to build a car to drive one. Like, all right, motherfucker. Well, this ain't 1990. This is 1903 in crypto terms. So your dumb ass might want to learn how to build a motherfucking car. Because you can't just go buy one.
Yeah, that was my next point. That because they're going to catch that. If one or two people come in and they catch it early enough, it's going to be just...
Every time I hear that stupid ass excuse, bro, I just roll my eyes so fucking hard because it's literally the dumbest motherfucking shit ever. Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Look at Johnny posting stats, dude. $1 million has 34% price impact on EHEX right now.
Right now, yeah. That's right now.
So that's why I keep saying they're going to try to quietly acquire, but it's almost impossible.
It's impossible. Liquidity's too low.
Yep. So any of these guys want to come in, they're just going to fat finger it, and that's it. And
it's not even going to be on purpose. I don't think.
I don't think so either. Yeah, they're going to go a market buy, have 10,000 ETH. Here you go. Have fun.
Man, I mean, yeah.
No, that could happen. That could absolutely happen.
But it happens all the time. That's the thing because some people just don't care.
Yep. Yeah, if you ever watched the any of the meme coins,
right?
Like when they're running up, SHIB, and all these other ones that did.
They
You were looking,
they just
2.5, 2.5 million, 3.5 million. Fucking once in a while, you get like your $300,000 buy, and that was considered small. And that's considered small. I've seen these things, and those are just meme coins. And then you go into the BTC, you look at that, and you're like, holy fuck.
Exactly. People just don't know, man.
They don't. And Hex was modeled after Bitcoin, according to Richard. It had low liquidity, and now it's one of the thickest. It's the most liquid coin, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably is. Huh? I mean, as far as I know, basically big money trades that. Not little money. Little money can't trade a Bitcoin. Who got 30K for a Bitcoin? Who?
Yeah,
I don't see anybody hands going up right now. So, yeah. Right? Like, nobody just has 30K for a fucking Bitcoin. So, and that's the thing. We're not talking about the 1%. We're talking about everybody else. The 1% might or might not come here. Everybody else, they ain't got no choice.
Yep.
Really simple. But, all right, bro. It's been great. It's been a strong 2-hour stream.
Yeah.
Guys, please pay attention to the headlines. I've talked about all these things that are happening right now. Dollars about to crumble, all that good shit. Beating a dead horse. Prepare yourself. Be ready for the inevitable, the unimaginable, whatever, because we don't know. We don't have control. They just out here burning and destroying everything, literally. So, I don't know. Look out for yourself. Care for yourself, because nobody else is going to do for you like you. And that's really the whole point of that story. So, yeah. All right, guys.
All right. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you for coming through, homie. And thank you guys for tuning in. Peace. Right? The reality is that I want to be rich as fuck. There's only one way to be rich as fuck. That's by sitting on your ass the longest. That's it. That's the secret. The God well told you. Richard done told you. I done told you. Kareem done told you. Maddie done told you. Everybody done told you. Everybody done told you. Shit, motherfuckers still acting like they don't know. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
100% safe. There's plenty of games left.
Valiant done told you. Yo, everybody said it. I mean, hey, you know what it is, man? Everybody done told you. Y'all deep, everybody. My God.